Hello everyone, I am going to explain question number 9, 10 and 11 from exercise 1.3 from class 10. So in these questions we are going to learn find the cube root of the perfect cube number by Vedic method. So we are going to understand the Vedic method to find out cube root of numbers. So we'll start question number 9. In this the number is 68,921 and we have to find out cube root of this number. So first step is to make the pair. So pairs of given number. Now since we are finding the cube root, that's why you have to make the pair of 3 numbers from the units place. So when we starts from units place, 3 numbers together. So 921 will come in the first pair and remaining only 2 digits are there. So remaining 2 digit is going to be in the second pair. Means when we have to form the pair from units place, we have to form the pair of 3 numbers. So when we started to do in this particular question, we found that 921 came in one pair in which 3 numbers are there. But when we started to make the second pair, we need 3 numbers but we have only 2 numbers, so we will add with 2 numbers, that is 68 is going to be the second pair. So now we'll start the cube root process after forming the pair. So just see the table format. So this is the Vedic method table format to find out the cube. So you just see 68 from front, 68 is the first pair, so 68 is write down like this and remaining all these 3 digits is write down by creating some gap, and then we'll start from the front, that is 68. So we have to think a number whose cube is either 68 or just less than 68. So students, 4 cube is 64 and you know that 5 cube is 125. So 5 cube is more than 68, that's why we'll select here 4. So this now we selected 4. So how to write here, because we are doing 4 cube, that's why just write down here 4 cube, and this 4 cube here we are going to subtract, that's why just put here minus sign. I am repeating here from the front, the first pair is 68, so write here 68 together. Now we have to think a number whose cube is either 68 or just less than 68. So we found that 4 cube is 64, which is just less than 68. That's why just write down 4 cube. This minus sign why we are done, because we are going to subtract here. That's why put here minus 4 cube. So minus 4 cube, what's the answer? Minus 64. So now since in the first step we selected 4, so selected number just write here. So here whatever digits will come, that is going to be the answer for us. So 4 we selected in first pair, that's why 4 we had entered here. Now see the next, we subtracted, so we got here 4. Now after subtracting here, now next digits one by one will come in the steps, like first step, second step 9 came here, then 2 will come, then 1 will come down. So 1 digits will come in continuous steps. So first we wrote here 9, so it's going to be 49. Now here in this side, what's the method is, this cube will shift here. So this 3 came in the front, then 1 less than 3. So 1 less than 3 is what? 2. That's why 2 came here. Now here when first we have to multiply 3 multiplied by 4 square. So 4 square is 4 4s are 16. 16 3s are 48. Now we have to think that 48 we should multiply by which number? Means we have to divide this 49 by 48. So you know 48 1s are 48. I am repeating here how this came. First this 3 will shift in front, that's why 3 came here, then 3 multiplied by 4. Now here initially power was 3 but this 3 shifted here. Now what we have to do is 1 less than 3 is 2, that's why 2. So we had only 3 multiplied by 4 square, multiply them. So what you will obtain? 4 4s are 16, 16 3s are 48. Now what you should do is 49 divide by this, that is 48. So when you will divide 49 by 48, what answer will come? 1. That's why 1 here. Now since we selected here 1, that's why 1 you just enter here. Now multiply them. So when you will multiply, you will get here 48. So 49 means 48 we have to subtract from 49, so you will remain 1. Now in next step this 2 will come down, so what we obtained here? 12. Now here in this side, this 3 as it is, now power you have to reduce, so here power is 2, so 1 less than 2 is 1. So just see the power, first power was 3, then it was 2, now power is 1. See the powers for 4. So first power of 4 is 3, then 2, now what power came here? 1. And here this 3 came in front, so same 3 will come here also. Now here what will happen is, after selecting 1, now 1's power will increase. Here power of 1 is 1, so next power is going to be 2, and in next step power is going to be 3, like this. So the number which we selected here, that number's power will increase in subsequent steps, and 4's power is going to be decrease. So in this step you not have to select any number, simply you have to multiply them. So 3 4s are 12 and 1 square is 1. So 12 multiplied by 1 is 12. Subtract them, you will get here 0. Then write here 1. Now 1, and here in this side, since we started from 3, first power was 3, then power was 2, then power was 1. Now there will be no power. No power means you don't have to write down any number. So these numbers will not come here. I am repeating where these numbers went. First power was 3, then power was 2, then power was 1. Now since power is going to be 0, means you don't have to write down any number here. That's why we will not write down 3 into 4 or any other power. Now here what happens? First power 1 is there, its power is 1, then power was 2, now power is 3. So when you will do 1 cube, answer is going to be minus 1, because minus 1 cube is minus 1. So 1 minus 1 is 0. Now just see each number, that is 9 to 1 already shifted down, and there was no digit to shift down. So this cube root method is completed. So what numbers we obtained here? 4 and 1, that is 41. So 41 is the cube root of this number. Hence answer cube root. So this how to read it? Cube root of 68,921 is 41. So this question is completed. Now we move to question number 10th. So in question number 10th, we make the pairs from back side. From here just make the pair of 3 numbers. So 0, 5, 6 came in the first pair and 6, 3, 6 came in the second pair. We will write down this pair together here and write these digits by creating some gap. So we will start the method. So we have to think a number whose cube is either 636 or just less than 636. So students, 8 cube is 512, which is just less than 636, because 9 cube is more than this. That's why we selected here 8. I am repeating how 8 we selected. We have to think a number whose cube is just less than 636. So when you will think like this, you will find 8 cube, that is 512, is just less than this. That's why we selected 8. So you have to do minus 8 cube. I already mentioned in previous question why we had done minus 8 cube, because we are finding the cube root. So 8 cube and minus we had done because we have to subtract here. Now since we selected 8 here, that's why the selected number right here, and here whatever digits we will obtain, that is going to be our answer. Now minus them. When you will minus, you will get here 124. Now in next step, one more number digits will come down, so that its turn of 0, so 0 will come here. So total is here, the complete number is 1240. Now in this side, as I mentioned in previous question, this 3 will shift in front and 8 power is going to be reduced. So first here power is 3, so just reduce the power, so it's going to be 8 square. So first solve this. First 6 will not come like this. First you have to solve this. So just see the rough work I had done here. 3 multiplied by 8 square, because here we had 3 multiplied by 8 square. 6 came afterwards. I will tell you afterwards. First we will solve this. So when we will solve this, 3 multiplied by 8 square. 8 square is 64. 64 multiplied by 3 is 192. Now we have to divide this 1240 by 192. Either do like this or multiply 192 by a number whose product is either 1240 or just less than this. I am repeating, when we multiplied 3 into 8, 4, we obtained 192. Now 192 you have to multiply by a number, so that whatever will be the product, it should be less than 100 to 1240. So you will see, just do in rough. When we multiply by 6, we will get this, and when if we multiply by 7, it is going to be more than this. That's why 6 we selected. So I hope it's clear that why we selected 6 here. Now after selecting 6, write down the selected number here. So students, in first step we select a number that will enter here. In second step again we select the number, then it will enter here. Now next 2-3 steps we are not going to select any number. So it should be very clear to you that in first step you have to select a number that will enter here. In second step also we have to select a number that will enter as the second digit. Then afterwards in third and fourth step we are not going to select any number. Then in this step, if it will be, then you have to select a number. So now we'll subtract it. So we'll obtain here 88. Now 0 already came down. Now it's turn of 5. So 5 will come down. So it's going to be 885. So I hope it's clear to you how it came. We subtracted them. So we obtained 88 and 5 came down. So total is, overall is 885. Now in this side, as I said, 8 power is going to be reduced. So first 3, then 2, now 1. This 3 will come as it is. And now here 6 power is going to be increased. So here first 1, then power 2, then what power will come here? 3, like this. So just multiply them. You don't have to select any number. Simply just multiply them. Whatever answer will come right here. So just see the rough work. I multiplied here. 3 8s are 24. 6 6 are 36. So multiply 24 and 36. You will obtain 864. So just write here 864. Subtract them. You will get here 21. Now in this step we wrote here 5. Now which digits turn? Now it's 6. 6 turns. So 6 will come down. So overall is going to be 260. Now here 8 power is already reduced to the lowest one, that is 1. So now 3 and 8 will not come here, they will remove, and here power 2, so maximum power 3. So since we are finding the cube root, so up to 3 you have to move, maximum power 3. We start, and in this side we started from power 3 and we reduced to 1, and here we started from 1 power and we have reached up to maximum 3 power. So 6 cube is 216. Subtract it, we will get 0 0, and moreover here there is no digit to write here down, means this process is completed. So what digits we obtain here? 86. That's why cube root of given number is 86. So how to read it? Cube root. So write here 3, then only it becomes cube root. If you will not write anything, then it is going to be square root. So if cube root you are finding, then to write down 3 is very necessary. So write down 3 in under the root symbol, inside the root symbol write down 3. So it's going to be cube root of number is 86. Now we'll move to the next question. It is 11th question. In this again just make the pair from units place, so first pair and second pair. And when you will make the pair, since we are finding cube root means power 3, that's why 3 numbers together in the pair. So for this from front, just write down first pair together, and the next pair's digits just write down separately by creating the gap. So here the first pair is 340. So first step is we have to think a number whose cube is either 340 or less than 340. So we will find out 6 cube is 260, because 7 cube is 343, which is more than this. I am repeating, 6 cube is 216 and 7 cube is 343, which is more than this. That's why we will select 6 cube. So 6 cube and minus why we are done, because we have to subtract here. So we selected 6 in first step, so enter here 6, and 6 cube is 216, subtract them, we will get 98, and now next digit is 4, so 4 will come down, so overall it is going to be 984. Now in this side this 3 will shift in front, here power is reduced, so first just multiply them, and after multiplying them we will find out which digit will come here. So just see in the rough work what we have to do. 3 multiplied by 6 square, we have to see what is going to be the answer of these two terms. So 3 multiplied by 6 square. So 3 into 6 square is 36. So 36 into 3 is 108. So what we obtained the product of 3 into 6 square, we obtain 108. So now we have to think a number, because here we have 984. So by keeping 984 in our mind, we have to think a number whom will multiply 108 will give you either 984 or just less than 984. So students, I selected 8 because if you multiply by 9 here, it is going to be more than 984. So 8 is the answer which we selected. So when we multiply by 8, you will get here 864. So the number which we selected is 8. I am repeating how we done this. We obtained 108. Now you have to think a number whom you will multiply 108 will give you the number which required, that is 984 or just less than 984. It should not be more than 984. That's why 8 we selected, because when we multiply 108 by 8, it's going to be 864, which is just less than 984. Because if you multiply here by 9, it's going to be more than 984. So we selected 8. So since we selected 8, so write in the answer also 8 here and here also 8. So finally the product of it is 864. Subtract them, we will get 120. The next number which digits now turn is it now 3? So 3 will come down. So it is going to be 1203. Now in this side, this 3 as it is, and 6 power will reduce. First power 3, then 2. Now power is going to be 1. And 8 power is going to be increased. So first power was 1, then power is going to be 2. Now just multiply them. Now in this step, you not have to select anything. Simply whatever after process, whatever digits you are going to obtain, you have to find out the product and write answer here. So I multiplied here. 3 6 is 18, 8 8 is 64. Multiply 18 and 64, you will get 1152. Subtract it, you will get here 51. Now it's 2's turn, so write here 2, so it's going to be 512. Now here, since 6 power is reduced to the minimum, that's why 3 and 6 will remove from here, and 8 power, first power 1, then power 2, and then power is going to be 3. So 8 cube is 512. Subtract them, we get 0 0. Here there is no number to write, means this step, the cube root process is completed. So what numbers we selected here? 6 from the first step, 8 from the second step. Then we not selected any number, so only 6 and 8 we selected. That's why 68 is the cube root of this number. So cube root of given number is 68. Hence these 3 questions completed. So students, I hope cube root by Vedic method step might be completed to you. So how we are done? We have made the pairs from the units place. In the pair you have to take 3 digits, and after making the pair you have to follow the table format. In that you should learn the cube numbers from 2 to 9. It will be beneficial, because if you know the cube of the numbers, easily you can do this table. And if you have any doubt, you can write in comment so that we can remove it. Thank you.